días, ¿qué onda? ¿Qué pasó, you guys? John's Moto Garage, welcome back to the channel. We're going to bring you a walk around of the 2000 Harley Davidson FXDX. I'm going to try to hit the majority of the upgrades on this bike. Some I did, a lot of them the bike already had when I picked it up. But when I say I did the upgrades, I dropped it off at Kruesi Originals and I had Ryan take care of it. So we're going to start back here and then just work our way up. And I apologize in advance for the wind. So this is a Dyna subframe set up by Kruesi Originals. It's got the Scrape City titanium plate. Huge shout out to these guys. I'll throw some clips of some small sparks on there. This thing's adjustable. It's got 5 different points on it, so it can come all the way back to this hole here, which might require me to cut the fender a little bit more, and then it can come back a little bit as well. Where it's at right now, I think is just shy of where a stock fender would be, but I like it. We got a Kruesi Originals lay down license plate. This was one of the prototypes he did, but you can pick these up as well. Here we've got a Saddleman step-up seat. I absolutely love these seats. This one's nice and comfortable, and it really does a good job keeping you in the saddle. I'm finally getting to 12 o'clock where it actually makes a difference, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Olin suspension. I think these are 13 and a half, 13 and a quarter. These were on the bike when I picked it up. Kruesi Originals shock sliders, front and top and bottom. And I apologize, it's wicked dirty. We got Michelin Power Commanders. I like these tires. People ask me. I've got it down to about 10 to 15 psi right now to get traction with the wheelies, and it works fine. Oh, Galfer Rotors. Galfer Rotors. Those were on the bike when I picked it up. Bassani exhaust, that was on the bike when I picked it up. It's all dirty. I've got oil, I think, leaking out of here, out of the oil cap, the fill cap. So anyway, these are stock. I'm not going to sell these. I've had probably a dozen people offer to buy those off of me. I'm not going to sell them because someday the kids and or Jackie might jump on the bike with me. It's got a McCuney carb. I need to plug some of those because it is leaking gas the way it's set up now. Aftermarket air intake. Just nice upgraded MX style mid controls that I like a lot. Let's look at the bars set up here. I've got the stock bars, stock top clamp, stock tack and speedo. But I picked up some Drag Specialties 5.5 inch pullback risers. These things only cost like 60 bucks. They fit me perfectly for the wannabe drifting stuff, and I absolutely love them. I was gonna go with some like expensive, you know, Dynamite Crew or Thrash and Supply. I think I'm gonna stick with these though. They work perfectly for what I'm doing. All right, over here. Oh, this is golden hour for photos. Too bad our camera's dead. Kruesi Originals K-bar and then their slider. So I've already put that to work. If you look over on this side, just with setting the bike down, the slider will help protect your primary. And between the slider and the rear shock slider, your primary should be good to go. And then of course this, if I dump the bike over. Solid there as well. We got the Galfer Rotors dual discs in the front. Stoked on those. I had a clamshell. I took it off. I just like the stripped down look a lot more. And then it's got an upgraded clutch. I want to say Barnett clutch and extra plate and stiffer spring. Up here, my absolute one of the favorite things on the bike: the Elite MotoTech brake lever 2-finger and the clutch lever 2-finger. This is easy pull, so it helps reduce the pull like by 40%. Night and day difference from stock with an upgraded clutch. This is a must have. I have it on my other bike. I purchased and installed it on that one. So when I took it to Kruesi's, I basically told him I gotta get the Elite MotoTech. I mean, I told him everything I wanted, but he did the subframe for me. And then it's got a Dynatech ignition module and rev limiter, which Kruesi or Ryan set up for me. We'll fire it up and I'll show you. It sounds pretty good. I don't know exactly where it's set at. Then the engine has some upgrades as well. It also has a stabilizer on it, and it's got a K&S wheelie bar. It's K-Saver, which is underneath, and you can't see it as good, but it's got that as well. So it does have some additional upgrades on it. The bike itself has a lot of miles. It has like 50-some thousand miles, but I bought it because it had the majority of what I was looking for. Also has a chain conversion. Wheels were powder coated black. It's got some of that nice stuff. Let's go ahead and fire the bike up, see how she sounds. I'll show you the rev limiter, what it sounds
like. Holy smokes.
Alright, sorry guys, that's wicked loud. I don't want to piss off everybody, but this is industrial, not residential, so we should be okay. So I have that on it as well. And I think those are the big ones. That's the big ones for my walk around. I bought this bike knowing I was going to do the wheelie stuff. Personally, I like the look of a stock rear fender more, but I was destroying that thing. This plate here is awesome because you can adjust it. You don't have to keep cutting the fender down, and I can go as deep as I want or bring it out as far as I want. It's at a pretty good setting right now. I absolutely love the bike. I've got my 2013 Dyna Street Bob. I'll do videos comparing the two, but personally I like this one a lot more. It seems to be a little narrower, a little shorter wheelbase. It feels a little bit lighter. I don't know, off the top of my head if it is or not, but overall I like the feel of the bike a lot more. I'm not super stoked on the carbs because I tell you what, man, this thing between the gas leaking that I haven't figured out, it's cold, it's cold-blooded. The fuel injection is nice because it's a lot smoother, but this gets the job done for a wannabe like myself. So yeah, that does it. I want to say a huge shout out to my boy Matt over at Rebel Reaper. If you don't already, definitely follow them and you can check them out. He sent me these gloves over a year ago, and I've been rocking these pretty much daily for the last year, really putting them to the test. And I'm due for a new pair. I'm definitely due for a new pair, but these things have held up tremendously. So huge shout out to Matt, Rebel Reaper. Hit him up. The dude makes quality stuff, and he's very passionate about what he does. So I'm excited about it, and I'll be picking up a new pair of gloves from him very soon, for sure. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something on the channel. That's not a bad idea. All right, you guys, John's Motor Garage, like and subscribe if you dig it. Drop a comment below if you have any questions on this. It's a 2000 FXDX Dyna Superglide Sport, and as of now, it's one of my favorite motorcycles that I've ever owned, ever. So I'm super stoked on it. We'll catch you next time. Adios, Los Vemos.